This is our second live of the evening. But I thought, why not jump on? We really got to tell you guys about tomorrow night. That's the main purpose of all these videos, really, is I really want to hype up tomorrow night's vlog. It's been a long time coming. We've only done one of them so far. So I really want to hype it up. We've got a live sort of ghost hunt session going on. Not live as in live, but it's unedited, and all I've done is put the front and the back bit on it and popped it on there. There's no real edits or anything like that. I've not made situations look scarier than they were or anything like that. It's all legit, it's all genuine, and it is the second ghost hunt that myself and the lovely Viking have been on with the Investigators motto. I'm hoping to get Kraken Media along with us at some point, which will be fun, as it means that me and Viking can have our chat thing going on there and have the camera rolling as well on both of us. So hopefully we'll be able to do that at some point. That'd be really cool. And yeah, it's good. It's good soup. But yeah, everyone is good. Like I said, March has been a bit of a slow month YouTube wise, so I'm going to try not to let it get to me too much. But the only way to get through is to push through. We shall find them on the beaches and all that sort of stuff. That's the only way to get through is to push through. So that's all I've been doing, and it's had a good old chat with Viking, had a good old chat with a lot of other people, and Gear's been very supportive. Everyone's been very supportive. Rats has been very helpful. Yeah, Gunner, everyone, John, because burnout is real, and I certainly don't want it to appear. Thank you very much for the like. Don't forget to share, guys, as well. It says 0 viewers though, which is weird, but thank you for the like. If you're watching somewhere in the ether, that's a ghost watching. The ghost who walks. Actually, yeah, it was one of my favourites. Tomorrow night we got a new episode of Daredevil, which is going to be fantastic. Um, I've been watching The Insiders tonight, which is a bit of a funny old situation. It's good, but it's also incredibly bad. It's the Sidemen reality show. I think it's pretty good actually. No Logan Paul though. Well, he's in WWE now, isn't he? So I suppose he's left the Sidemen. I don't know that much about that, but he must have. Otherwise, he'd be on the program, right? I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Like it's like Big Brother, but for YouTube and TikTok fans. So if you're into YouTube and you're into TikTok, then it's pretty good going. I enjoyed it so far. So it's on Netflix, so it's free to watch as long as you've got a subscription and all that. So it's all right. Yeah. Um, Went to see Falcon and I keep calling it Falcon and the Winter Soldier 2, but it's not. It's called Brave New World. Captain America Brave New World, which was really good the other week. Went to see Dogman with Badger Jr., that was cool. Went to see Into the Badlands with Viking, which is a weird Dave Bautista virtual screen film. You can't call them green screen films anymore, but that's exactly what it is. Felt like there was no real sets at all, and it was all digital. All of it was digital, you know. So that was a strange film. George R. Martin was very bizarre. So I'm not sure how to review that because it felt like they literally wrote a load of stuff, chucked it up in the air, went that'd be page one, that'd be page two, that'd be page three. Then go on, page four there. Go on, then let's do that. Bit weird it was. So yeah, it wasn't. It should have been something I liked, but it wasn't really. It's a bit weird. Um, you know. So there you go. Also, I'm probably going to review an old friend's thriller soon. I need to watch. I've watched the first half of it. Need to watch the rest. And somebody I knew from the YouTubers community back in the day, Carl, um, used to make lots of films back in the day, and this one I think is a collaboration with a proper sort of like picture house, I think. But or is it the name of their channel and they changed it? I'm not too sure. But all I know is Carl's new film's out, and it was very good. How's it going, John? Yeah. So I don't know if you remember Carl from back in the day, but they've released a new horror film out, and I'll send you the link. But yeah, John, if you could review Knock Knock, the Synth edition, that'd be good. That'd be absolutely fantastic. I have sent it out to reviewers, but I haven't really heard that much yet. But we'll see. How's it going, John? How are you today? I hope I haven't got another cold coming out. I sounded a bit blocked up then, didn't I? Yeah, I can't remember what his actual YouTube name was, but I'll send you the link to the film anyway because it is a good film. You know, can't remember what his name was. I can't remember what his name was on there, so who knows. But yeah, Rats has got a PS5. I'm not sure if I'm meant to be saying that or not, but that means that hopefully we'll be able to do some collabs again, which would be good. Yeah, which would be fantastic. Yeah, so don't forget Ghost Hunting special tomorrow, 45 minutes. Get yourself a cup of tea and get ready. It's going to be fun. And that's tomorrow night. Oh dear. You felt crocked the last few weeks. Me too, man. Me too. March has been a weird month for me. February dragged when it shouldn't have done because it was a 28-day month. And March is a wibbly month. I need to push forward and push through. I don't know. I feel the same, John. March has been a wibbly month. Not sure why. Uh, but definitely pushing through and pushing forward. None of this, I've let myself dwell in wibbly woozles for a few weeks, and it's just not good for me. It's better to snap out of it, which is good. Hello, Viking. Indeed, welcome. Welcome. How are you doing today? So, yeah, we got Viking here. Back to the landscape. I said, yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. I thought I'd see what the differences are. I thought I'd see which is what and which is who and see what works. Because the other week it did work out quite well. It did work out quite well, and we got lots of views. But then the time before we did it and it didn't work so much. So I'm not sure. Bit of an experiment, really. Bit of an experiment. Yeah, I bet you are, buddy. We're in a new year now, though. That's what you have to remember. We're in a new year now. So we'll see how it goes. It's mainly to attract new viewers, John, because the the portrait view goes into a different algorithm. Hmm. Yeah, the portrait one goes into a different algorithm. It goes into the shorts feed. So it's interesting to see what happens there. Oh dear. But yeah, yes, why not? I think I need to try and grab as many chances to do it as I can. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, John. Sorry to hear that, mate. I know you've been on holiday since, though, haven't you? So just remember the positives, man. Remember the positives. Everything's going to work out fine. You can't let this year be tainted by something that happened in November. I know that's easy for me to say, but it's a fresh new year, right? There's nothing gonna. All the situations past now, and I've had a big old chat with Viking this morning about trying to let go of negativity and all that sort of stuff, And it really did help me today. Actually, it really started off my day really well. because I am unfortunately someone that holds on to negativity quite a bit, and you know, I still feel very butthurt over all that situation that we talked about the other night with he who shall not be, they who shall not be named, really screwed me over during COVID and stuff. And why am I letting that hold me back? You know, that is the negativity that's stopping things doing well. It's almost like I'm punishing myself when I was not even in the wrong. It's just that I ended up being soft cancelled by it because people believed their story more than mine, which is a bit rubbish. And then loads of people left, which sucks. But we've had lots of new people in since, and that's always a good thing. Ah, dear. Winchester was nice. Well, tell me more about the Winchester. You know, tell me more about the Winchester. But yeah, I definitely am trying to let go of negativity. I joke and say that Chris Ransom stole my AA batteries as a child and used them on my Game Boy, and I never got any back and all that. I joke about that, but actually, it really did annoy me. Don't need YouTube rivals. You're doing fine. Yeah, I think so. I think the best person to challenge myself is myself. I just need to get over negativity, push forward, kick butt, and not let excuses like, oh, this happened the other year, this happened, and get to me, you know. One thing I'm very happy with is that we're mates again with the lovely MX Time Bunny, which is nice. We got them back in the scene as well, which is lovely. Um, it's lovely to have a new friend back, and an old friend of mine from church contacted me years the other day as well, which was nice. Um, so yeah, it's good to have some good blood back, you know. So I was chatting to an old friend as well, who sort of disappeared and they come back. So that was good. Um, yeah. So yeah, it's good. Winchester is a smaller version of Bath. Okay. Something I haven't really addressed on here was years and years ago. There's a bloke called Shotgun that used to be on the channel, right? And probably, I don't know. It's not going to go anywhere, but it was a weird situation. I haven't talked about this on the channel actually, so maybe this is what I need to do. Maybe I need to just talk to the screen. Yes, it was someone who used to collab with me when the channel first got created. Please feel free and check out Badger versus Shotgun on the early side of the channel. Now, and let me know what you think. Please comment so I know you've watched, of course. Um, but yeah, he was an old friend of mine, and I knew him for over 20 years. And it just shows you how one phone call that can be misguided and mistruthed and taken wrongly can utterly ruin a friendship. I was literally, honest to God, I was mortified. I was more upset about losing this friend than I was LKP and all that, and getting, losing my ex and all that, because I'd known Ben for 20 years. 20 years of friendship just disappeared out of nowhere. And I'm like, what the absolute hell? Why? Why has this happened? I've no idea. Just one phone call and 20 years of friendship disappeared. Such a weird situation. I've never talked about it on here before, but my hope is that maybe they'll watch it. Somehow they'll watch this and realise that it was such a weird situation. 20 years of friendship gone out the window because of one phone call. This is the last time I'm going to reach out and try and talk to them about it because I can't figure out why it happened. For me, it was so weird. I'm like, why? Such a bizarre situation. I'm like, I don't even understand why it really happened. So, if you want to come back to me, Ben, and talk to me about it on here, it'd be fantastic because I have no idea why it happened. This is a safe space. So if you want to comment afterwards and let me know why, this is the last time I'm ever going to talk about it and ever think about it because I'm letting it go after this. I've held on to this for a couple of years, for quite a while now, and it's toxic because it's really upset me. So, this is what I mean. This is actually really toxic for me because somebody who I knew for 20 odd years just disappeared. So I was like, this is strange. So there you go. I've sort of unburdened myself with that. 20-year friendship just disappeared out of nowhere. It's very bizarre. So if you think that that's okay, it's bizarre. Friendships take work and things like that. I get it. But, I don't really understand how someone can just flake off a 20-year friendship. Very strange. Very strange. And that did hurt me quite a lot. That screwed me over a lot. I think it's a strange one. It is a strange one, you know. I've had a lot of family bereavement in recent years as well. Like my brother died, my dad died, my auntie died, my fake auntie died. I love her to bits as well. So yeah, like I've had a lot of bereavement in the family. We're doing real talk now, so let's just be real. I've had a lot of bereavement in the family, and it was almost like the icing on the cake. I was like, great, what, So I was like, fantastic. Yes, it does still hurt me to this day. Um, it does still hurt me to this day because I don't really understand why, and I don't really like the fact that it's not closed. You know, it does still hurt me. You know why? Because it's not closed. I don't know why. There was a BS reason that was given out that wasn't real. Um, so that's part of it, I think. And they've done that on purpose because they knew it would hurt me, I think. So I need to just shake it off and brush it off. You know. I just need to shake it off and brush it off because I'm never going to find out why unless they come to me. Because I've tried to text them a billion times and it just goes nowhere. So, you know, who knows? Who knows? There's a few different reasons, I think, but it could be any of those and it could be nothing. Yes, I do think losing a friend is worse than losing a family member, because you choose your friends, you don't really choose your family. Um, I had a friend, me and Frodo, his name was, years ago. I'm not going to use his real name, but you know, I'll use my friend that died's real name, unfortunately. So here's a story time with Badger. Story time with Badger. Let me offload some more junk. Yay! Make me feel better. Now, obviously, years ago, I used to play a lot of Texas Hold'em, a lot of Magic the Gathering. Used to go around my mates, watch the football. It was mainly for him, really, because I didn't really like football. So I just kept my mate Paul company. Um, yeah, you saw him on your immediate family. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I was friends with this guy Paul for a long time. We used to play Hero Clicks together, Texas Hold'em, Magic the Gathering. We used to meet up every Saturday without fail. Sometimes Sunday when they did the Friday night Magic boosters and things like that. And when they did the special competitions, we used to travel all around the UK and play all these games together. And we used to go up London together, buy DVDs, games, and all that sort of stuff. When it was cool to do that, and you didn't have to sit at home and nothing was at the touch of a button. You had to go out to get stuff, which was fun, right? And yeah, so obviously, our friendship progressed a lot. And I remember one time I had chicken pox And I said to him, Paul, you all right? And he sounded really rough on the phone. And I had chicken pox for a good couple of weeks, so I couldn't leave the house. And I was like, I never heard from him and all that, which was really upsetting. And I thought, I kept trying to phone him, phone him, phone him. As soon as I was able to get out of the house, I ran straight to Barking, where the comic shop was and all that, where we used to play games. I went straight to Barking and straight banging on his door and all that. And I said, no, this is well weird. The TV's on, he's not answering. People kept saying, oh, we went away on holiday and all that sort of stuff. And he was, he didn't. People would have seen him and people would have known what was going on. And I phoned the police that day because there was no sign of whatever, nothing. It was really sad in the end because the police smashed his door down and he was dead in his bathtub. Um, you know, and he'd been there for a while, and I was the only one that had gone to try and get him. Nobody else would bang on the door and that, and I couldn't leave the house. So that was, very upsetting. Um, Smashing the door down, the police smashed the door down. They phoned me, and they let me know what happened, and they found him dead in his bathtub. Um, and I couldn't leave the house because I had the chicken pox. Nobody else had tried to get him in contact with him or anything like that, and nobody else had tried to sort of like figure out what was going on. So yeah, that is a bit of a something that I've held on to for a while. Because that was very upsetting. So yeah, that was a good friend of mine that died. Oh, a good while ago now. He had diabetes. Yeah, he had diabetes. So you know, but yeah, it was very bad diabetes. So yes, they found him dead in his bathtub. Uh, so yeah, that weren't fun. But yeah, that was upsetting. Quite a bit. That was bloody upsetting. So yeah, friendship is something to be really sort of grasp hold of. Love is as well, of course. Love and friendship are things to really sort of grab hold of and really appreciate. And so this is the sort of thing where I take friendships probably way too seriously, and love and all that sort of stuff way too seriously because of these situations. Because you never know when someone's going to cark it or something weird's going to happen. And I love all of you. I love Viking more than everyone, but I love you guys, of course. But I love my son. I love my mum, even though I'm terrible at phoning her. I love my brother, even though I hardly ever speak to him. I miss my brother that died as well. That was shite. Bloody hell, that's terrible, Viking. You must tell me more about that. For some reason, the chats are going a bit wobbly on the edge. So I had the same with an old friend. He was in the hallway trying to get into the door and fell into diabetic coma. That's horrible. Yeah. So that's bloody horrible, isn't it? Yeah. So everyone, sheesh. Bloody hell. Not cool, not cool. So please make sure you look after each other. Life is precious. Um, so this is why I think missing them upset me even more because I found out something else the other day that their mum was ill for about half a year in hospital, and I'm like, why didn't I know about this? I actually fell out with another friend now because they didn't tell me, and I'm like, this bloke was my best friend, and his mum was ill for half a year in hospital, and you didn't even tell me. I'm like, Right, so no one thought to tell me, no one thought I would care, even if I wasn't talking to them, I would care, right? Even if, so whatever's going on there is a load of old walla. That is a bit, yeah. I'm like, so you didn't even think to tell me that your mum was ill or anything like that. And, even if I'm not talking to you, I still care about your mum. That was a bit weird. So, yeah. Oh, man. So, yeah, there's some weird stuff that's happened to me over the years. I should write a book. Oh, gosh. But yeah, certainly a bit rubbish, yeah. And I was like, okay, maybe it is time to cut the cord. And now I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better now I'm able to cut the cord on that friendship. Definitely. So it makes me feel a lot better. I've got Nick, I've got Viking, I've got bloody Idris, I've got all you guys, I've got my boy, got my bloody ex mate, flat partner thing, whatever the hell she is. I've got my mum, so it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, I love my missus. I'm happy, I've got a Kraken media now as well. So I've gained a Kraken media and I've gained all that, all the Vikings family. And I've gained three new cats. I've got John. Uh, yeah, it's a bit of so, it's a bit of a therapy session today, Nick. Um, you're probably not going to understand what we're talking about unless you watch from the start. So please do check that out when you can. I'm not going through it all again because it's long. But yeah, I'm offloading a load of old stuff. Bin juice, as Viking likes to call it. I'm getting rid of bin juice. I'm getting rid of a load of old bin juice. So yeah, Nick is a good buddy of mine. I've always said that me and Nick are thick as thieves. I've known Nick for a good icky bin juice. I've known Nick for a good 10 years now, and the bloke's like my brother. So he's like, yeah, the bloke is like my brother, and so's John. John's like that mad cousin that comes to visit every Christmas. and Nick is like my brother from another mother, who I don't know seems to understand me more than I understand myself, and I feel I understand him more than he understands himself too. So I'm very proud of that friendship, and long may it continue. Um, you know, because the thing is, it's hard. When I do move, there are people I'm going to miss, but I know that Nick will always be around, which is fantastic. Yeah, Nick's always going to be around. I know. I'm going to drag him along to Sheppey with me. You know. Oh, crunch. And so these sorts of things are there, and it's going to be good fun. But yeah, I miss a lot of people when I move from Essex, but it's all good. Am I still going on holiday? Yes, I'm saving up for it right now, right this second. Right this second. Saving up for that. So saving up for a new phone so we can film Ballamore on 2, which is going to hopefully come out by the end of the year, please God. Um, you know, Yorkshire's amazing. Yeah, we're going to do that. I'm saving up for a new phone. Um, saving up to move, saving up to do all these different things. And we've got this. I'm looking for new jobs and stuff like that, which is a minefield, an absolute minefield. After not looking for a job for 20 years and then all of a sudden having to fill all these forms in, it's like hell on ice. Hmm. Your top five English cities? Okay. Well, I definitely want to go there. Vikings looking forward to it. So we need to work out how much we need for petrol, um, hotel, fun, who's coming, who's going, all that sort of stuff. So, it's just one of these things. But yes, I'm looking forward to it immensely. Technically, it's even longer than that, yes, because me and Nick knew each other in passing before we were proper friends. So, yeah, it has been on and off about 20 years. That's been a long old time as well because it's been on and off for a while. My CV has to be longer than the Lord of the Rings books, yes. And sometimes that's actually a negative, you know, because that's not really a good thing sometimes because they'll be like there forever. You've got something new to add to it now as well. So that's like, great. Um, Obviously, I'm not going to talk about my work or anything too much because I made that mistake before and it landed me in poop. Because people were terrible, as you know. But I've learned something called Team Teach, which is very interesting. Yeah, so that's pretty tough to do, but that's intense. Really, that's very intense when you have to do that. But yeah, that's pretty good. Like it's an old, it's like the new word for like manual handling techniques and stuff. But yeah, team teachers is an interesting thing, and there's all these different things that we learn and do, and it changes every other week. So it drives me a bit mad, but it's all good. Well, yeah, my CV's quite long, yes, but yeah, like I said, me and Nick have known each other forever, which is lovely. But yes, I'm very proud of Viking. She's done very well, and we're doing very well, and we've got lots of good things coming up for the future. So I'm very happy, man, and I always need to remember that I'm a very lucky bloke. Because, like I said, I've got a good missus, I've got all you guys, I've got close friends and stuff. But yeah, like I said, I won't hide it. It did let me down a bit, and I did feel burnt out. Because obviously you see someone every weekend for 20 years. You see someone pretty much every weekend for 20 years, and then they decide to like just disappear in a puff of smoke. Very weird. And I never see them about in the local town. Whenever I go out and stuff and do stuff in Romford or around Essex, I never see them about. And I'm like, this is some sort of sorcery. Even people I don't like, I bump into. Even people I haven't seen for a billion years or used to work with and stuff, I bump into on a regular basis. So why don't I bump into them? It's sorcery, I tell you. Or maybe it's the universe protecting me from that situation. Who knows? Because it's not meant to be. Perhaps it is that. Perhaps it's the universe protecting me from the weird bin juicy vibes. Who knows? But yeah, thank you for letting me let off a load of old trudge. Um, this is stuff that hangs around in my brain forever and needs to be let go of, you know. So it's good to get rid of it all. I always bump into people I don't like. Yeah, me as well. I'm like, hi. Jeepers. Yeah, I'm like, bye. Go in now. Oh, or you meet up, or you keep seeing friends that you like sort of fell out with, or you don't talk to anymore. You think, hi Jeff. You're like, hi. Mm, great. That was nice and cringy. Oh, while we're here, while we're here, why not tell? Now, this is a story of my. Was it my? No, it's not my first ever girlfriend. This is my second one, and this was fun. This was a bin juicy story that can be let go of out the bin. Now, so obviously, I'm a food man, right? So there was a girl that used to work in the work canteen. No, 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 no. Different one. But yeah. So this one is one of these ones where it's like so she used to work in the work canteen, right? And every now and again she'd give me more portions of food and all that sort of stuff. I'm like, oh, yummy. And then all of a sudden I kept finding weird stuff in there. Like I think one time she put her number in the thing, in the plate of food. And I was like, okay. Started seeing her for a little bit, blah blah blah. And then obviously I thought, no, it's not working out. Let's just be friends and that. We didn't really have that much in common. So obviously, it was a bit, and it was a bit dead really. So, I said to her, let's just be friends and that. And tried to be actually genuinely friends with them for a while. And then I said, oh, I don't think I can be friends now. It's not really working out, even just being friends. Jaffa Cake Bowl, no. ah, so I said, oh no, it's not even working out, just being friends, right? And she was like, right, I'm going to kill you and all your family. I was like, what the yeah. Yeah. She was like, I have a knife. I was like, oh my god. She's like, I have a knife. Next time I see you, it's coming in your bag. I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. So, I kept getting all these weird texts saying that she was going to stab me and everything. Oh my god. Ugh. Of course, I called the police and told them about the situation. Nothing was really ever dealt with. I've changed my phone. Oh, I changed my number at the time, and the nice lady on the end of the phone was like, "Oh, you're having to change your number. We've had a bit of a rash of that lately. Must be something in the air." And I went, "Oh yeah, must be. Must be something in the air then." Yeah, I was like, yeah, okay, okay. So yeah, one of my exes threatened to knife me and my whole family, and and there was such a cringy thing, right? So my dad, being a grumpy old sod he was, we were coming back from Romford. I've seen this woman on the bus, and I'm like, "Don't get on that bus, Dad! Don't get on that bus!" He was like, "I want to get on the bus. Why are you stopping me from getting on the bus?" There's a scary woman on the bus. Don't get on the bus. I said to him, "Look, if you become unalived, it's your own fault. I've told you, don't get on that bus. Don't get on the bus. Don't get on the bus, Dad. Don't get on the bus." And of course, he did. And we had to get on the bus. We had to get on the bus. But luckily, nothing weird happened. And every now and again, if I see this person about, over the other side of the road. So yeah, luckily, no harm, no foul. But yeah, that was definitely a weird situation there. That's very been juicy. Yeah. So that was quite bizarre. Do I look like my mum or my dad? Mixture of both, really, I think. Yeah. Mixture of both. Yeah. So, okay. Now that's definitely enough story time with Badger. I hope you enjoyed me letting go of some more bin juice. There'll be more to come, no doubt, because it's 3 therapy sessions. Yay. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to, of course, like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed me talking about my wibbly problems. Stuff that floats around in my head. Um, yeah. So there's some more weird stories I'm sure I could tell you once I remember them myself. And I hope you're all okay, guys. And if this has given you anything, it's given you the fact that keep your friends close, keep your family at hugging distance, you know, love your mum and dad if they're still around, give your brother a call, do all these different things, you know, that will make you feel happier and loved and not as alone as you think you are. You know, I am very blessed to have as many people around me as I have. So thank God for that. But yeah, and if you do feel lonely, talk to someone. Talk to one of these bloody things. Talk to one of these bloody hotline things. If you've got no one to talk to one of these wibbly hotlines. Reach out and talk to someone because life is too short, indeed. But yeah, neither of them did have beards. That's right. No, no, my dad had a beard during the war, but obviously it wasn't fashionable back then, was it? You know. But yeah, talk to someone if you're not feeling 100%. And I love you all to bits. And thank you very much for still being here. Love Mr. Nick. And what we've grown together on the channel and on the films has been immense. So thank you for that. And obviously Idris is here now too, and so is Viking and Bunny and many others. So what we've done has been spectacular, and you can't tell me that anywhere else you would find such weird and wonderful entertainment. Right, okay. Don't forget, tomorrow, bloody ghost hunting video. Please make sure you're there. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Donate via Super Chat, membership, or get yourself a Cameo, as it really does help. And thank you all for watching. This has been fun and very helpful. I hope you enjoyed me getting rid of all my bin juice. Perhaps now I'll actually sleep well at night. Who knows? More to come. Free therapy. Yay! And people like it as well, apparently. It's trending on the algorithms and whatnot. So not only do I get to get rid of all my old bin juicy therapy gunge, but people seem to like it too. Bizarre. Right, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all soon. Hope this hasn't put anyone off. I've probably lost 1 billion subs now because people are like, oh, it's just miserable now. It's not as fun as it used to be. Real people can't be fun all the time. Yeah, real people have layers and things like that that they need to talk about. So YouTubers are real people too. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing lots of stuff. We got a bloody gonna do another trap film soon. Badger Junior's come up with an idea. It's a bit crossover tastic. I don't know if I'll get away with it copyright wise, but maybe I'll have a think about how to do it. Maybe I'll just call it animatronic hell or something. We'll see. I'll have a think because I can't really call it Five Nights at Freddy's because it's a bit copyright tastic. But we'll see. I'll have a think. Anyway, I'll see you all soon. Love you all. Bye.